Pickaxe.
5, 4, 3, 2, Michelle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 966 of the Video Game Outsiders podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Michelle Madison.
And I, of course, am your John Jacobson.
That's right. There's no Ryan tonight. He's on a boat somewhere.
God.
I know. We don't have to hear about any rogue-like pixel slop games. We're talking about some real
no pixel slop
video
tonight.
games tonight, okay? Because I played a very important game that I loved, which we're going to get into. But right now, we're live. Yeah. Well, John, I mean, I think it's a pretty good game. I don't want to go to the finish line first because you say I spoil my reviews. Oh, why did you tell us what you thought? But you know how I am.
Now, how did you play this game? Because you're a girl. I don't understand what's happening here.
Yeah, for people who don't know, because I've been kind of talking about it in Discord. So we got an early review branch copy of Mortal Shell 2. I've been playing and I put in like 60 hours and I left a review on day one right when it launched. And I said I got a key. I've been playing. I beat the game. And a bunch of people started so I don't know. People have been trying to either fuck me or fight me over this game right now. These Souls people are angry. So I've gotten like 500 plus friend requests, two death threats, one marriage proposal, 2 vacation invites, not counting someone who asked to fly me to Dubai to meet them and their boss. I don't know what that means, but a lot of people either trying to get to know me, which thank you, that's flattering, but also the other side of people very angry that number one, reviewers got keys first and I was able to play a week or two in advance. And number two, that I was a woman that got to play. Now, I am not someone to ever say that I've been treated unfairly because I'm a woman. Honestly, I think if anything, women have a lot of benefits in life. But this time around, there were a lot of people upset that I was female and left this review. These dudes were like, there's no way you played this game. There's no way you beat it. A woman wouldn't do
You're
this.
a girl.
You're a
you can't do this.
Yes.
Where's your
OnlyFans? I'm like, I'm actually a gamer. I played this. I really liked it. I do a podcast. You know, no way. Why girl always get key? Always these girls getting keys. No, I got the key because I do a show. I didn't just get it because I'm a woman. Although sometimes in life you do just get stuff because you're a woman. And sometimes you get stuff because you're a man. But that wasn't what happened here. So I was very thankful to be able to get the key and play early and talk about it. But for some reason,
and it's an award-winning review.
It is. It's the most helpful review right now with a bunch of upvotes
on Steam.
Yes, on Steam. Yeah, and the game launches on Thursday, but early access came out Monday. But the thing is, I've had popular reviews before, that have been the most helpful, and I've never gotten this much of like striking a nerve of people either trying to like kill me or have sex with me. You know what I mean?
This reminds me of when we did that thing with the Get Your Girl to Game. Remember that?
Yes.
Like 20 years ago?
20 years ago. And then I made people that had a sense of humor thought it was funny. Other people were using it to really try to get the girlfriends to game with them. And then we had the other side of angry feminists that were mad and saying I was sexist against my own sex.
Like, because that was a lightning rod when that...
It was.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been funny, though, because like I said, I've been leaving reviews. They're often pretty popular because I get them in early. I put in the time. And I think I'm a decent writer. And yes, I'm a girl. So you get probably attention and a boost. But it wasn't the fact that I had the review. It was the fact that I had the key early that was really upsetting people. And then also I have met some cool people. Shout out to the dudes I have met who just happen to like Souls games and similar types of games that I do. There have been some decent people I've talked games with. But mostly it's people trying to date me or kill me. So guys, it's okay. You know, we get keys early all the time. As a podcast, as a Twitch streamer, as a YouTuber, whatever, creators are getting keys early. It's just the name of the game. But I've never seen one kind of strike a nerve so much with Mortal Shell 2. But that
we'll get into it. Obviously, we're going to get your full review on the game in a little bit here.
Thank you.
And I'm excited to hear about it.
Yeah, I am too. I've got some interesting things to say about it. I feel like I know the game inside and out. I've beaten it twice, John, which I'll talk about.
Wow.
Yeah, so I feel like I really, truly understand and get this game. So I'm excited to talk about that. One of the funny things I want to also bring up about it is I was in the reviewer Discord, and I don't want to throw any particular sites under the bus or other creators, but there were people from some mainstream places we would know that were sort of bugging the developers. Why didn't you put basically yellow paint? Why didn't you put markers where these things are? Why aren't there beacons right by bosses? And they're like, this is part of the design. It's supposed to be this way.
Right.
But, you know, it was funny. This game is it's getting positive reviews, but it's a little divisive. Some people think it's too hard. Some people think it's too easy. And then, you know, some of the weird things around it. It's weird, but I can't wait to see what happens Thursday when this game comes out. I hope it gets a really good response because I truly, truly loved it. So right now, though, we've got a bunch of other stuff to talk about, of course, games and news, GTA leaks. We are live on twitch.tv/John and Michelle. We do it every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. And if you miss it, you can listen anywhere podcasts are, of course, like most of you do. The next morning, we get it up. And then if you want to support us, you can head to Discord on videogameoutsiders.com, support us there. Or, John, you know this, our listeners know this, if you want the 21-year back catalog and weekly bonus shows that we do, like PC Outsiders, John's show, you can listen in your player of choice. And how do they do that, John?
That's right. Go to our website, videogameoutsiders.com. When you get there, there is a red premium button. Click it, lick it, slam it, go to the next page, become a member of Club VGO. Once you're in, you're in. You got our entire back catalog of over 20 years. You can listen in the player of your choice, Spotify, Google, YouTube Music, whatever the fuck you got. It'll work. Yep. And also, you get all of our bonus shows that we do every single week, like Michelle said, PC Outsiders, Micro VGO, John Show, etc. Stuff's happening all the time. So if you want it, go to videogameoutsiders.com.
And also check out loaded.com. They usually give us games to give away. I don't know what the next one will be in our Discord, or you can just pick up the games yourself at loaded.com. Save money on keys for Steam, for Switch, for PlayStation, for Xbox. It's a great place to save sometimes $40 on a game. I'm not even kidding. At loaded.com, formerly CD Keys. So check them out as well and join our Discord for the giveaways.
All right.
Krell says, I heard Michelle was hot, so I'm subbing. Yeah, that's somebody came in today and said that. They're like, where's this hot bitch from Steam? Yeah, that's me. God. But I said, that's not why people are here. They're here because we have a podcast. Please do not let these Twitch whores and OnlyFans whores degrade me. Okay, guys, I'm actually a gamer. Okay, so it's just weird. Right. Every girl that plays video games now, people assume you're like an OnlyFans person. And it's not,
if there's new listeners today, we should clarify. We've been doing this podcast for over 20 years.
Our podcast could be older than you, I told someone.
Probably.
Somebody asked me out. I said, my podcast is older than you. Just calm down, kid. Okay?
Right.
So we've been doing this a while. We are legit gamers. Yeah. There's none of that.
We've got reviews that are older than you.
We do. So anyway, let's talk about some games and some news. I know you were traveling, John. Thank you for doing the show. You just got out of the car after like a 14-hour drive.
I did. I hate driving through New York City. I want to slip my wrists.
It's no fun. The drivers in the Northeast were the worst.
And whoever designed these parkways in New York needs to die. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The roads are very bad. Yeah, Merritt Parkway. I'm from Connecticut, for those who don't know. And it's very bad.
If someone
just race on it 100 miles an hour.
I know, but what happens though is if there's any minor accident, it doesn't matter. Any kind of accident. If someone's car touches someone else's car, you are going to lose an hour of your life automatically because the traffic will be backed up. No emergency vehicles.
But it's so pretty, the Merritt Parkway. Come on, it's so pretty. There's a lot of trees. There's meridians.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, very, very bad roads.
All right, but anyway, I'm back.
Good.
All right, Michelle, I'm excited to hear what you played. Do you want to get right into this, or what do you want to do?
Let's get right into it. Let's talk about Mortal Shell 2. Okay, so this game is $50. If you paid $10 extra for $60, you could start playing. Yesterday, it comes out Thursday. Now, this game was made by 30 people. The only other game they've made is Mortal Shell 1, which I thought was okay, fine for what it was. But, I didn't really want to play through it. I just thought it was like a good idea. It didn't feel fully fleshed out. But Mortal Shell 2 is a completely different ballgame. So I did get to play early. I've already put about 70 hours into it. I've beaten it twice, once on standard, then again on New Game Plus with night mode, which is the hard mode. We can talk about that later. And I restarted it and played the intro today before the show, just so I could get a feel about what some people were crying about, because I had already done it back when the demo was out. And you can still play the demo, by the way. So I really love this game. It's an action RPG with Souls elements. Okay, there's no stamina system, but you have blocks, parries, dodging, all that stuff. You drop currency. There are beacons, which are basically bonfires. But the cool thing about this game is the shells are different classes, John. So you collect basically a bunch of different shells or skins or classes to put on your character. And so you're going around this huge open world trying to collect these various classes as well as other weapons. So you have melee weapons, ranged weapons, these things called tar stones, which are basically combat and skill support gems or actives that you could click, as well as these familiars that you go around and find, which can either be set as an active and passive. So you're doing this crazy build. So each shell also has their own talent tree. So you can reset it easily. And I think there's 2 or 3 basically sub-specs per shell. So my favorite character is Proxima, and I can kind of play her as a gun bitch, or she's a lightning hoe, or she's a tank. I say that lovingly because people have been talking about her butt. She has a really big butt, and and it's a grafted armor suit. So all the screenshots you see of Proxima are just showing her massive ass. But yeah, so I just really love this game. What I think they nailed is the exploration and the dungeons. You guys know I love dungeons. And in this game, it's like dungeons upon dungeons upon dungeons. Okay. So there's like little mini dungeons, which are beacons. And then sometimes there's gates, which are really big dungeons they have to close. And within those big dungeons, there's the beacons, which are mini dungeons that you close. And then there's also little other dungeons that you find as you run around, like go underground and clear those out just to get gold or like maybe a weapon or a tar stone or something. And so you're just going around this huge open world, which I won't say huge, like it's not that massive, but they make it feel a lot bigger than it is because it's a little bit vertical. It's kind of a lot to explore. Every inch is really jam-packed. And you're finding and collecting all these different things. And the thing is, people keep asking me, well, I don't play Souls games. Is this one too hard? Or I hear, well, is it too easy? Like people don't know where to put it. And I want to explain that.
What would you compare it to? Like what's the closest game?
I mean, it's definitely inspired by Souls games, any like Dark Souls game. Yeah. I mean, you have the sanctuary that you keep going back to upgrade. Elden Ring, you can kind of out level and kill stuff. This feels more akin to regular Souls stuff where, yes, you can level up. But if you go to an area where you're not ready for it, I don't know. Like as far as difficulty, though, for me, it wasn't brutally punishing. But I had a weird experience because I started on the normal mode. Okay. And the normal mode I would recommend for somebody who doesn't play Souls games, doesn't want to be like, I don't know. I say doesn't want to be that challenge, but some people are saying, I couldn't do this. I just don't understand that. Like, I don't know if they're just used to like a really easy game. Like, but there's night mode. I would recommend anyone who thinks they're at all a decent gamer or has ever played a Souls game, or even if you're just like me, you don't really play Souls games, but you like Path of Exile, you like games that somewhat make you think or challenge you, put it on night mode because there are 20 extra dungeons, a million tar stones that you can't get, secrets, lore, different things to interact with, more traders. It does make the game darker. It actually turns to night. And this game graphically is just so fucking gorgeous, period. Yeah. It's just dark. It's dark and delicious, like either way. But when you put on night mode, like it gets even darker. It's very Lord of the Rings, like just like feels like black orc blood everywhere. Like it's really cool. It has the best fog I've ever seen in a game. I love how this game looks. If you're one of those weirdos that can't play dark games, because I always need to be in happy and bright colors, John, I think that's like you. Don't play this game. It's not for you. You got to love dark fantasy to play this. And I absolutely love how this game looks. Now, night mode, it does get a little darker, which I thought was cool in some of the areas. But I wish I had played from the beginning on night mode because I didn't find myself not able to do it. Now, is that because I did night mode in New Game Plus and I knew the game? I started learning all the timing of all the enemies and all that stuff. So if you're going to play this for the first time, light the candle atop Morrow Keep to turn on night mode. And I recommend doing that so you can get the full experience of the game because there's more dungeons, more stones, more things that you're going to find, more lore, more secrets. But if you plan on playing it twice like me, because it's about 30 to 40 hours to beat, and if you think you might do it again to get all of the shells like maxed out, because I think you can max out like 2 shells in one run, but you keep playing this game basically because like I've noticed on my second playthrough when I beat it, it started New Game Plus Plus, and I was like, oh, so you can just keep doing this over and over, so you could max out all the shells if you wanted, or all the weapons.
Now these shells, are you getting them all from the beginning, or you have to find them? And...
You're finding them, and they happen pretty quickly. Like you can track them with a currency, or you might just stumble upon them. They might drop off a boss, or they might have their own little story in a dungeon. Right. And I ended up playing as Proxima, who I really liked, but there's a secret shell called Janessa, and I think she's pretty cool too. If you want to get her, you wouldn't know about this unless you looked it up or you just happened to stumble upon it. You keep talking to her in base, and then you have to go to a specific spot in the game, find something secret, bring it back to her, and she's a secret shell that you unlocked, and she can make clones of herself, and she can. And
you could switch between these shells anytime you want.
Easily go to any beacon, switch between them, just like you would a weapon. It's so cool, and that's what I like about it. And
but are these shells like distinct characters or just like different?
They're distinct characters. So basically, you are some sort of cosmic entity who embodies other dead people, their shell, and you're taking on like the knight or the stereotypical sort of archetypes, the rogue who's got poison. You're taking on these different sort of shells, but the way you pair the shells with the talents, with the tar stones, with the weapon ranged and melee, you are creating like an actual build here.
So this is like Ghost in the Shell, really, like
a little bit,
that idea.
Yep,
and it's got shell in the name.
It does. So. It's like my name is Shell because like I don't know. Like I have played other Souls games. I've watched a lot more of them than I've played. They've never really been my thing. I love them, and I think they're one of the baddest ass genres of games. But I'm not here going my favorite genre is Souls. But this is one of my favorite games of all time. I don't know why. It just struck a nerve with me. I really think it's because of the exploration and the dungeons and the combat is just so fun. Like I just want to kill stuff. I just want to farm gold. I just want to get experience. I just love clearing the dungeons. You can mark them all off on your map. There's markers and all that stuff. And I like that it's a little difficult. Guys, I don't like it if I can just steamroll a game and I actually have to think about like the moves and the timing on a character and stuff. So I like the challenge, but I think this is a game that they did a really good job kind of making the difficulty tailor to you. So you can play on normal mode, and then there's even an item in the game I tried out just to see, because I wanted to experience everything, to make the game even easier, because you can use this item to make a special attack that will like really hit the enemy decently hard and like heal you. But you can play on basic normal mode or play night mode with that item or without that item. Like you can tinker with the difficulty. So people that are worried it's too hard, just play on standard. And if you want, pop on the extra item. The people who want a challenge, play on night mode, do not put that item on, because you're going to disable your achievements as well if you put the item on. But they gave you like all these ways to tinker with the difficulty. But I can't believe some of the people going, this is ridiculously easy because you can spam dodge. I get it. Like if you're a Souls purist, the fact that you like there's no stamina, you can just dodge everything. You're probably going to not think this is as hard as Sekiro or something, but that's okay. You know what? It has a fucking fun factor. It is fun and never frustrating.
I think that's super important.
Yeah.
Like, it's
just challenging enough. Like for me, like I expected to go in and die a few times on bosses, but it's not 50 times like you're beating your head against the wall in like a Souls game or something. And it's not just I steamrolled it without thinking. Like for me, it was the perfect difficulty level. But there's another side of people going, I have this on normal mode and it's too hard for me. I can't kill. Why are the beacons so far away? There's no health pots. Guys, you start off with 2 health refills. You can get them up to infinite as you keep playing. I have 11 right now from finding a currency. Like they are very generous with healing, with beacons, with spawn points. Not all of the spawn points. This is one of the things one of the journalists wanted. They wanted a spawn point right on every boss. So when you died, you could start right there. Oh, the run backs are so ridiculous, somebody wrote in a review. They're not bad.
Is the
at
run
all.
back like killing like 50 enemies to get back to the boss?
You can just run by like a lot of them, but you might have to kill 5 things before you get to the boss, or maybe you have it's not right up the boss's ass. They just did a really good job, I think, with balancing like risk reward. If when I die, there's no downside to me dying, and I just keep spawning at the boss, I can collect my gloom, which is the currency right there instantly, and I'm just right back in it. The game becomes mindless and not fun. But the yellow paint people should not play this game, because this is a fucking video game.
Go play
this
Wolverine.
Is something you played when you were 15 years old and you couldn't go to sleep that night. You were up late, you couldn't put it down. This brings back like childhood memories, or the first time people played a Souls game. I feel like that's where this game nails it. It's the exploration, the fun of it all. There's just a lot of funny little things you find in the game that you don't know about until later. Like I found an item and I didn't know for hours later what that item did, because I had interacted with something. Like I found this like thing that shot a turret and broke down something, or you'll just find all this weird stuff and it's like, what does this do? Why is this happening? And the way they tell the story and the lore, being a Souls-ish type game, it's not in your face, but they have memories that each shell has that they tell you a story that way. There's a foot guy in base, John. There's a guy who keeps trying to wash your feet.
There's a foot guy.
Yeah,
so I was going to ask you, so I love games where you go out, do stuff, then you go back to a base and get relief. You go to a town and there's things you can do there.
You just keep going. Well, there's a few little mini towns, whatever. So the foot guy, I killed him and he had feet paintings on him, and now I'm trying to figure out. This is like one of the few things in this game I haven't figured out.
So
what are these paintings for?
So he's Michelle.
He's
selling foot pictures. Yes. He's selling foot pictures.
Yes. What is this guy?
This
That's
is
the
smut.
The biggest mystery of this game. I don't understand what this guy is doing with these.
So
feet
is this
paintings.
like this is like early fetish stuff? They had no cameras, so the guy has to paint the feet. He's painting them, right?
I took a screenshot. It's on my Steam. These feet can give a man impure thoughts. I thought nothing of it. The guy.
Well, they can.
Impure. I thought nothing of it. Then I find out this guy's been painting everybody's fucking feet in the sanctuary. And I'm like, where do these go? Where do these go? I want to figure out the feet mystery. One of these developers was a foot guy. I don't know.
He's got some dudes he's selling those to. You got to find
I want
his
to know who's
customers.
making money off my feet, because I want to cut me in, people. No, but there's like all these little mysteries of stuff you have in your bag. Like there's something called troll weed. I don't know if it's like a nod to like what Zelda did, but you find one in the starting area and it says find 999 more to figure out the mystery. And I'm like, well, where are they and how do I do this? Is it
so the
worth
game's trolling you to find all that bullshit?
There are some definite troll spots where like you run around a corner and fall off a cliff. And I'm like, some motherfucker did this on purpose. But it's a way that I kind of laugh about it. So like you guys know that I'm a gamer. I love games, but I think this one is just spectacular. I hardly ever finish single player games like this. Like I'm more like things that are kind of never ending evergreen games that you keep going back to, like PoE or something. But the fact that I wanted to complete this game and then complete it again, and now I still want to play. I don't think I've ever had that experience before. I don't think I've ever New Gamed Plus before. I'm not counting Path of Exile leagues or something like that. I have never wanted to New Game Plus a single player game like this. But now I get why sometimes people have like 500 hours in a Souls game or Elden Ring or whatever, because I've already got like 70 in this and I don't want to stop playing. But I want more. I want more. I think though, for the price, for $50 for 30 people, I'm really, really impressed with this game. And I recommend everybody at least go play that demo. But I will say about the demo, it doesn't really open up until you get to Morrow Keep and they shit you down in the world. Once you get to that open world and you start figuring out, okay, there's mini dungeons and big dungeons and little dungeons, then you start getting the flow of the game. Like you say, John, you're out in the world, then you go back. You're out in the world, then you go back. That's the loop. That's
Are you like
really
repairing
fun.
Weapons and stuff?
Yeah, you're upgrading weapons at the Tar Forge.
Okay.
I love like the characters in this game. They're all kind of weird and creepy. And there's a guy every time you come back to, he's like, did you find anything? And oh, she's temperamental. You know, like they have like these little touches of personalities and lore and kind of what's going on. I don't want to spoil anything with the Night Mother, but you're basically collecting ovum or eggs and you're trying to send them out to make the species survive. And I don't know, like I said, there's just this whole like weird lore shit that is probably pretty interesting, but I found watching the memories of all the characters more interesting. They all interconnect. Like they kind of, these two people knew each other and then this person was used for that. So you have an incentive to unlock these classes even if you don't want to play them, because you may want to watch their memories or maybe fool around with some skill they have or something like that. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've covered all my major
Sounds kind of special, you know.
I think it's special. I really do. I think some people are saying it's the best Souls-like ever created. I will say that, like...
Well, what do you think about From and all that? And it's going to console? I mean, what's the future of all this?
Well, the fact that 30 people did this, I'm really impressed. There are a few little bugs and things like that, which I think
that's why it's good, Michelle.
Yeah, in day one they might go away.
There's no blue hairs there.
Yeah, the developers are working on this, you know, and they said they're aware of like certain little things, but I wouldn't call this game like seriously buggy or anything. Like your weapon might get stuck out in a weird animation and then it'll like go away, but that's been getting better. Yeah, I would say that like some of like FromSoft boss designs are probably like more intricate, and maybe some of the bosses are like it doesn't have to be like the best boss design I've ever seen, because for whatever reason, this is the most fun Souls-like I've ever played. I don't know what.
Is it because there's no stamina meter or like fast combat?
I don't think it's that. I don't know what it is, but there's just something super fun about this game. I think it's like, it's not because of the difficulty either. It's just like they found the right balance of like this exploration as well as like these hard bosses as well as like these little dungeons. I just feel like they really did a good job with this game, and I hope it does really, really well on Thursday. So I recommend you guys check this out. Check out my review. I hope it doesn't upset you or cause you to want to date me. I just wanted to review the game, guys. That's all I was trying to do. And I really hope the game does well, because I think the team deserves it. And it's probably one of my favorite games of all time.
Come on.
I'm not putting on... I'm telling you. John,
but what about Crimson Desert?
Crimson Desert, I beat once and did not want to beat 3 times.
Yeah, but
Crimson
that was...
Desert, I got frustrated with some of the puzzles. Like,
I understand, but that was... I thought that was Game of the Year.
Crimson
contender.
Desert, I don't know if it's my Game of the Year anymore. This may be my Game of the Year.
I thought for sure that was Game of the Year.
I don't know if it's my Game of the Year anymore. Now, I could give Crimson Desert my Game of the Year and this indie Game of the Year, but to me, I had more fun playing this. Now, that doesn't mean Crimson wasn't more like, they were really ambitious with some of the battles they pulled off, and I loved Crimson, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I had moments mixed of like, why does this frustration? Like, like, I had a mix of emotions when playing. My emotions when playing this were 100%, this is fucking fun. And I want to keep playing.
And badass. Yeah. But Crimson
exactly.
Desert, I thought, was that too to you. You know, it was fun.
Oh, it was.
Like,
I don't hate Crimson Desert. I'm saying there's more of a mix of emotions when playing Crimson. And I feel like if I have to look at like a first for me, like I have never played a New Game Plus and then wanted to keep playing again. So for me, this is something special. But I still really like Crimson, but I'm undecided about how I would handle this, because to me, Mortal Shell 2 is just phenomenal. I think people should give this a shot, even if you don't play Souls games, because I think it's more of an action adventure game. And I think it's more of just like clear dungeons, collect shit, have a good time. But that's where I'm at with it. So I don't know how much more I'll play after beating it twice. but I still want to keep playing for now. But the fun thing is we do have Dusk Bloods coming up. You can load it up if you got in. You have to get a code from Nintendo.
Yeah.
Or sorry, from FromSoft, and then you pump it into the Nintendo eShop, which I thought was so stupid because you guys made me link my Nintendo account. You should have just turned on access. So you can go now to the FromSoft site. If you were picked, get your code.
What do you mean there's a code?
There's a code. You put it in your Switch eShop, and then you can pre-download Dusk Bloods, and you can listen to the music, but you can't play until Friday.
You got the code. Okay, so.
Yes.
I got in.
Yes, go to that same website, get your code, plug it into your eShop on your Switch.
I get it. So it's just a key to download the beta.
Yeah, but why didn't they just flag my account to download it? You guys
because they're linked. The accounts are linked. Yeah.
Yeah, they're linked. So why did you give me a code? But so we all got in. We're going to be reviewing it roundtable next week. Speaking of some Souls goodness, I'm excited to try it. It's going to be interesting to see how a PvE FromSoft game plays. I loved Night Rain, but that was a totally different beast, of course, on PC. I don't know what's going to happen here with Switch 2. So we're going to talk about that next week and review it. But I also played another game. I know you did too.
Yeah.
It's called The Lord of the Rings War in the North Legacy Edition. So the crazy thing is, I don't know how I missed this game back in the day. Lord of the Rings is my favorite trilogy. This seems like a game I would like. It's a solid old school RPG. It is from the movies, the books. You've got characters, you've got voice acting. It's not turn-based, but at first glance, people assumed it is because you have this team that you're playing with. You manage their gear, you swap their stuff, you can give them, a sword, you can take a healing pot from them, but it's live real-time action combat and you can swap to them. I'm doing the caster healer thing with my elf. But it's old school. I think you played on the Switch, right? I played on PC.
I bought it on because I was traveling and I didn't want to take a chance buying it on Steam Deck or Steam because I'm like, I know it's going to run the Switch too, right? Because it's a Switch game. But I played it on the Switch too. It looks like an old game. It's a 360 game, right? Like from 2011. Mm-hmm. And Michelle, I read that in the original game you couldn't swap between characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you had to pick your character and that was it.
Huh? I probably would have liked that better.
Are you serious? I never switch. I'm doing
the
rain.
Put their own gear on, and I want them to. I don't want to have to worry about what that orc is doing.
That's the pain in the ass about this game too. Is that you got a bag full of gear, right? Mm-hmm. I'm the ranger. I can't wear this helmet, but the other guy can. Exactly. I got to now give him the fucking helmet, and then he's got points for his talent tree. Yeah. So now I got a hot swap to him.
See, some people love managing teams, especially in turn-based tactics games or something. You expect that. The thing I would recommend with this game is I'm not shitting on it. I just think it probably mostly shines in co-op. The game you can play with two other people. Now that would probably be a badass experience. If you're all on somebody, you're all talking about the gear you got, you're all managing someone, you don't have to, because it's not that easy. Like the first fight with all the orcs coming out, the little goblins and stuff, like it was kind of fun, but I was like,
not that easy.
It might be better with two people.
a ton in this game, by the way.
Yeah.
And I have to say a couple things about this game. Like, first of all, there's 0 tutorials, Michelle. This game.
I like that though. You get
I like it too, right? Because like I'm in the town, in the beginning of the game, and I have a quest in my logbook, but I don't even know that there is a logbook. It doesn't tell me this, right?
It does. It says press like L to look at your logbook.
Okay, whatever. So I go in the menu, I go to the logbook, now I have a quest. It tells me to go to this town, right? Well, how the fuck do I go to this town? There's no map I can look at easily. I found the map eventually. But then the map is like some overworld map. It doesn't really clearly show you where you are. And I really appreciated the non-hand-holdiness of it because eventually I figured everything out, how the whole game works.
A game like Mortal Shell 2 is non-hand-holding as well, but some people who grew up only playing hand-holding or want hand-holding don't like this sort of stuff. So there are still games you can play today that have that classic no hand-holding feel, but I don't think people are playing enough of them. The people that are here going, games suck today, games used to be good. Guys, the games are out there. You have to fucking find them and play them. They're usually Souls-like games. Like Elden Ring didn't hold your hand either.
And we should clarify too, this is not like a redone version of this game. Mm-mm. They basically, this is the story I heard, Michelle. So Asper had this game out there. They lost the license somehow, okay? And it was on Steam. And it got delisted, okay? But people still have it in their Steam library, right? And so they brought it back, okay? And some people are upset about this because if you have a friend that has the old version, you can't play co-op with them if you have the new version. So the old person, the old friend, the old version person has to buy the new version.
Person. Well, it is a new game.
I know.
And
they did some quality of life things. They added the ability to swap to their characters, which you couldn't do before. I do think that your teammates are kind of useless. Did you find that?
Yeah, I mean, they kept falling, and I mean, they were saying the same line over and over, just like a dwarf to be on his back, over and over and over, because this dwarf
and you have
just
to heal
kept falling.
them when they go down.
But I talented up the dwarf to be a little sturdier, a little tankier. You start off slow. It's fine, 0 to hero, which is fine. But I really love Lord of the Rings, so for me, I was in it just because I'm like, okay. I didn't play that much. I only played like an hour. I was too busy playing Mortal Shell, but I rescued the Griffin. I'm like, I'm going to go
I did all that too. Yeah.
The Dark Rider? Oh, okay. I know where this is.
And then you
going.
go in the dungeon, and then you have to escape that dungeon. I died a ton in that spot. Trying to get out.
But I was playing mouse and keyboard. I would imagine it's kind of awkward on the
Yeah, the Switch was I was fighting with the camera a lot with the right stick. Mm-hmm. Like you can lock on the enemies, which I found to be kind of useless, honestly, because if there's 50 people attacking you all at once and you're locked onto one guy, you're going to get your ass handed to you. That's what was happening. Though,
this is cool. Yeah. I'm glad they made it. I recommend playing in co-op, but I do wish they gave it just a little more love, a little more polish, because the meat, like the bones, are here. Like, this is the bones of a fucking badass Lord of the Rings game. I just kind of feel like these old games with the camera and the control struggles, and I wish they polished this one a little more. Like,
I'll say it's a good Switch game. It's on Switch 1 and 2. I believe it runs better than 2, but obviously
I would think so. Yeah.
But it was a perfect handheld game for my trip, and I do recommend it, actually, for the money. It was like $18.
Yeah, it's like $18 if you're an all Lord of the Rings fan, even too. Like, you're going to get a kick out of it and seeing the characters and like going through the story and stuff. And for me, you know how I am with like wanting like perfection and technical stuff and controls. And I felt like this needed a little more polish or something. I wish, but maybe if I had played it with 2 other people and not swapping, I would have.
They just ported it and patched it.
Exactly. They ported and patched. It's not a remaster. It's not a remake. I wish it was, because if this was a new, like, or even just a remade game, I think I would be playing a lot more of it.
But here's the thing, Michelle. Going back to what I was saying about the no handholdy thing. This is why I liked it, because it was a ported and patched game, right? It's like it took me back to another time where I had to figure things out on my own, and there was some tutorial things in the menu, but it's just like a sentence. It's not like it wasn't. Like the first hour of the game, I wasn't sitting there with dialogue and all these cutscenes and all
that stuff. I know
to go that's
away.
Where we are now in games. Is that it takes you an hour?
You get both now. You get both. But like, there's too much of the other stuff, and I think people want the other stuff too much. The yellow paint people want it. They don't like it when a game doesn't tell you what to do. They want the half-hour tutorial. They want to be told how to crouch. I don't know what's happened. People have gotten really dumb. I don't like it, though. Whenever there's a game that just lets me free, I love it.
Like, I love the games where you start out, the game starts up, you have your character, you're in a room, and you have to get out of the room or something, and that's when they introduce the crouch mechanic. You go up to the pipe that's in
jump,
right, and then now you're gonna press X to jump over the pipe, press B to duck under the pipe, like to get out of the room. Like, that's their way of, they think they're clever by the way with that, like, this is a tutorial and they don't even realize it.
I hate it, I really do. And it's not just my impatience. There's just no need for it. It's a time waster. It's like, when does this game actually start? If I have to ask that question, like, how long until this game starts? It's not a good game to me. I want to be sucked in from the beginning. Like,
and that's why I had limited time to game, because I was doing stuff, so I appreciated how I was like into this game so fast. Like, it was, I'm in it. Okay, we're doing it. Let's go.
Yep. That's an old school philosophy we don't see as much as we should, but it's still out there. I think Mortal Shell did a good job with it. And then other than that, I've been testing out a new game coming soon called Crimson Moon. I can't talk about it yet till September 1st, but sort of a co-op, kind of looks like a badass. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what I can say yet. So I'll talk about that in 2 weeks. And then next week we've got, like I said, Dusk Bloods. So gaming is just good. I'm having a great time and played one of my favorite games of my life this week. Now, what did you do over there, John? I'm just drinking water.
Well, I've been gone. I just got back. I took my Steam Deck and my Switch on a little trip, and
just a little trip. You said
I basically played 3 games. Okay. So one of them was I went back to Lego Batman. I don't know why. I was on my Steam Deck, and I'm just looking through the games I've installed. I'm like, I should play more of this, and I did. And normally when I play on my Steam Deck, I do deck mode with the TV and all that. So I was doing handheld mode with Steam Deck, which I normally don't do, and so something happened that really pissed me off. I had no Wi-Fi where I was.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't start the fucking game.
Why?
Because it needs to fucking connect to their server to launch the fucking game.
But where were you with no Wi-Fi?
Well, I had no Wi-Fi where I was, right?
Well, my God, that's not good. Were you abducted?
No. So I launched the game and I can't play it. I can't fucking play it. I get a pop-up saying no connection, no internet connection. Press B to cancel and close. And I press it and it closes the game. So I tethered it to my phone for like 5 minutes so I could connect to their server and play the game. And then I disconnected
something
the tethering.
People have told us, John, I think they're right. You spend more time with the setup of a game than actually reviewing the game.
Yeah.
That's John's specialty, guys. It's more about how he played the game, where he played the game, than the actual game. But Lego Batman is a good game.
Well, I talked about this game quite a bit.
Yeah,
so
we've talked about it in the past. If you're curious about it, we did do a review.
I have Catwoman now. I'm defeating Penguin and all this shit, and I had a good time with it,
Good.
And it runs so well on the Steam Deck. It looks so
Gabe's
good.
Fault, Candy Hannah. Probably
What's
Warner that you had to sync to play. Like you probably.
I know. The thing is, it irritated me so much. I'm like,
I'd be irritated if I was somewhere without Wi-Fi. I think that's your first problem.
Well, I have my phone. It has tethering. I can always get out of situations with that. But
yeah.
So I played that, and then I played besides Lord of the Rings, obviously, Agent 64: Spies Never Die. Okay,
right.
And I mean, you know me. The N64 is my favorite, retro console, and I used to play a ton of shooters on it. Obviously, GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Mm-hmm. And this game's called Agent 64 for a reason. This is like an N64 style shooter. And the game starts out with you're an agent and you're playing an N64 console in your house. And it gets kind of raided by these bad guys and they're trying to kill you. And right away, I'm like, oh my God, this looks so much like GoldenEye. It's stupid. And it has all these low poly characters with like photographs stretched over their faces and stuff. Like, it's a little jarring at first. You get used to it. But, the animations are shitty, the movement's shitty, but it looks and feels like an N64 shooter like GoldenEye. And it really succeeds in what it's set out to do, but it controls better. It plays better. It's, more modern that way. Like if you go back to play GoldenEye, like right now in N64, you're like, how the fuck did I play this back then? Because it's so bad. Like the controls are so awful with that stupid controller that seemed, revolutionary at the time. Mm-hmm. So with the Steam Deck, it played great. I also played on my PC, mouse and keyboard. And, it's kind of a linear, non-handholdy type game, Michelle. You'll appreciate that.
I wouldn't play this. Why are people
that?
playing stuff like this when you could be playing stuff like Mortal Shell 2? What is this game?
I was on a trip. Okay, what are you doing right now?
Would you have played this if you weren't on a trip?
Would you have played this if you weren't on a trip? What you're doing this right now. I know, but you think, this is my time with the Mortal Shell thing, and I'm going to make a point here.
Because my point is, I've noticed something with you. Your reviews are very different depending where you played. You hated the Spider-Man game until you played on Steam Deck on the deck. Then it was fucking fantastic. I want the real review of this game. If you at your PC
I'm giving you the real review.
Yeah. Did you love this at your PC at home?
So, okay, there's no doubt that I bought this game for a trip, okay? It was planned. It was premeditated, okay? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I need games for my trip. And I'm like, I'll get one on my Steam Deck, I'll get one on my Switch. That's exactly what I did, and that's what I did, okay?
Right,
so
but your review of it, I don't know what you think of it. You just keep saying it's like GoldenEye.
Well, can I finish the fucking review? Or what are you doing here?
I'm asking you.
Yeah, did you play Mario Paint?
I didn't play
People
Mario Paint,
know.
Sweet Chester, because nobody gives a shit about Mario Paint or me playing Mario Paint.
People want to know about Mario Paint. There's a lot of listeners that want your Mario Paint review.
I just want more game reviews from your actual games that you're playing. Because it's more about what happened, what it's like, what it's doing. Tell me.
You're interrupting my review.
I'm asking you a question. You want me to sit here silent for 5 minutes like fucking everybody else does? It's called engagement. It's called a podcast where we're talking. I'm going to ask you questions.
Okay, but I'm in the middle of reviewing. I haven't even gotten any of the points about the review I wanted to make.
How long have you been talking? Fucking 5-10 minutes. Let's go. What are the points?
All right, so listen. This is very much like GoldenEye. Okay, it's old school, Michelle. Let me finish. I'm getting to the points now. Okay, so you have to get through the level with the health that you have. Okay, there's no healing. Okay, every time you get shot, your health bar goes down. Okay, there are there's armor on the map that you can find that'll give you a little bit more extra health, but there's no healing to think of. So if you get to the very end of the fucking level and you lose all your health, you have to replay the entire level again, okay? So I actually really appreciate that. There is an online mode where you can go online. If you remember back in the day, Michelle, you probably don't, or you didn't participate, but GoldenEye was a really popular living room split screen game.
I would watch my friends play GoldenEye.
Yeah.
It was never really my thing.
Okay, but it was a very, very big deal at the time, okay? Everybody was doing split screen, multiplayer,
Cardboard
first
on
person.
the TV.
Yeah. So you can't see the other person, what he's doing, right? Whatever, right? So it has all of that, okay? So you can play local co-op and also online co-op. Okay. And there's like deathmatch arena type stuff, and there's also cooperative stuff you could do online. Now, I did not play with other people. I actually went into the online. There was only 4 rooms going, okay? And none of them had deathmatch or arena. That was all cooperative stuff. And so I just started my own room, left it open. I had bots in there. No one came, okay? So
sad.
I know. So it was just me, all with the bots, running around. Whatever. But they have there's these challenges that are kind of fun too. Where they have these multiplayer or single player deathmatch modes against bots.
Sweet Chester gifted 5
where
subs.
basically you have to kill X amount of bots in a time limit, and if you do that, then you unlock something that you can then use as a modifier in the multiplayer, like the big heads. Because back in the day on GoldenEye, there was little codes you could put in to change. You could have big heads and big hands, or I don't remember what it was, but you can unlock all that kind of stuff. So this is absolutely a nod to GoldenEye on the N64. It succeeds in what it sets out to do. Is it a really modern shooter? No. Is it super polished? No. But I think it's all by design. And I think if what I'm saying sounds good, I think if you want this game. Okay.
Yeah.
And Michelle, would I be playing this every night if I was not on a vacation? Probably not.
Sounds like nobody is playing. That's why you couldn't get anybody in your room.
I know. So I played that, and then I got back here. And my friend Matt McCarthy is texting me.
Oh.
He's like, dude, what? Wait. He's like, what? Call of Duty Friday beta? What, dude? What do I got to do? What are we gonna? What? So.
Oh.
So
is
this
that
weekend,
next week we're going to be talking about Call of Duty beta, Dustbloods beta.
Yes.
I think it's a beta episode, the all beta male episode.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, let's do this.
So this weekend, August 21st to the 25th, is the early access beta. And if you pre-order the game, which I did, I bought the super deluxe version for $90 through the Xbox app on PC. And they have a loyalty program now, Michelle. So you get $10 off if you've bought previous games. So I spent $90. And so Matt bought it today too, after I explained to him, you got to buy it.
That's a perfect beta move. Matt is your beta, and you had to explain to him what to do. Here, honey, let me hold your hand. This is how you get the game.
I sent him a link. He's like, I'm searching on the Xbox store. I can't find Modern Warfare anywhere to pre-order. Yeah. So I had to Google it for him. I sent him a link directly to the Xbox store.
I do that for men all the time. I'm always Googling for them. Jesus Christ, dude. You're not your secretary. But,
I'm like, here it is. Here you go. Go pre-order it. I told him that I got the deluxe version. He's like, oh, you're going to have fucking pay to win guns the first week or
of
two.
Course. He knows.
I said, I am.
Yeah, of course you are.
I have blueprints that you're not going to have. So
yeah, what a shitty game.
I'm excited. I really am. I love Modern Warfare so much. The last Modern Warfare, 2019 Modern Warfare is probably my favorite Call of Duty of all time. And if they capture that, and there's doors and there's claymores, this is going to be a good fucking winner.
You could hide in and be a beta like you like to do.
Yeah,
it's going to be a good beta.
It's tactical, Michelle. Matt and I are tactical.
It is
tactical.
Room.
Yeah,
it's not. You're a camper.
Okay, here's how it goes. Okay, Matt. I'm going to cover the door.
Went during our VGO game events where you guys got fucking a grenade thrown in the window and all killed. That's a bad tactic. That works on retards. Anyone with any skill would destroy you people because they know you guys are sitting in there.
No, that's not what happened. We were contenders.
That's why you guys lost.
We were contenders
for the best campers. And I played PUBG with you. I know what you would want to do. John would be like, just want to hide in the shower? Should we just hide in here until these guys come?
I hear footsteps. Get in the shower.
Get in the shower.
Get in the shower.
Get in
There's
that shower.
footsteps.
Close the curtain. All right, yeah, so that's fun then. Ryan's going to be playing too. We'll be all talking about the betas next week. So.
And then next weekend, it's open beta for everybody, and I will be trying it on my Switch. I can't wait to see what that's fucking like. What? I know.
Why would you care?
What do you mean? I'm buying this on the
Deck.
Switch too. I'm buying it on the Switch too. No, because you can't play on the Steam Deck because of fucking anti-cheat.
Yeah, you can. Put Windows on your fucking Steam Deck. Dual boot.
Michelle, I played Call of Duty on my Steam Deck a couple years ago on
You're going to spend $200 and get it on the Switch too.
I'm going to get it on the Switch too also, yes. I will have it on the Switch too, and I'll have it on Xbox. I mean, PC and Xbox.
Wait, so you're buying it 3 times? You're spending $300 on COD?
No, it's Play Anywhere. So I'm buying it once on Xbox, which allows me to play on the console and the PC, play everywhere. And then I will also buy it on the Switch too.
PC is through the Windows Store Xbox app, not Steam though, correct?
It's the same.
It's not.
It goes to Mike.
Well, it's not the same.
I bought it on the Xbox app on PC.
Okay. So yeah, if you have Game Pass Premium PC...
No, there's no Game Pass for this shit.
You get access to the beta.
I don't think so.
Yes. All Game Pass PC and all Game Pass...
I don't think that's true.
Get access to the beta. Yes, it's true.
No, Game Pass, this is not a Game Pass game.
You get access to the COD beta if you have Game Pass PC and Game Pass Premium or whatever their top tier is.
I don't think so.
Ryan and I talked about it.
Nope.
Yep.
No, that's not true.
It is.
No.
It is.
It's not.
Game Pass perk. Yep.
An Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription does not automatically grant early access to Modern Warfare Beta. Early access requires a pre-order or a promotional code.
I don't know. I heard you could play. So maybe you get codes. I mean, who's going to really not get it if they are excited? If you guys are out there and you're listening and you're excited for the COD beta, you're probably pre-ordering it anyway.
Here's PureXbox.com.
Okay.
The first weekend is for pre-orders only. Game Pass doesn't count this year.
This year. Okay. I don't know.
Well, the game used to be on Game... I don't care if Ryan talked about it.
I'm saying Ryan and I talked about it. And it said fucking when we looked that PC Game Pass could play.
No.
All right. So pre-order or wait a week.
I did.
I'm telling our listeners, dumbass. I know what you did. You just told us.
I know.
Okay, good.
Oh, my God.
My God. Pre-order or wait a week. At least it's open next week. That's not a big deal.
Right.
All right, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Coors Banquet.
Banquet.
All right, let's move on to the news. And also, guys, Michelle's review for this Mortal Shell game. Now, I want to tell you, she's really into this and excited about it. She loves the game.
For the people here live, get this. Nobody else knows what you're talking about.
No, I just wanted to tell people, our listeners, go on Steam and give her awards and upvote her review. We got to make her review the best review.
It should be the best because the one under me is
because
just
it is the best.
This game could be hard, but keep at it, guys. All right, this toxic positivity must be stopped.
What was what's the one that's beating you again? Was it say it again?
They said this game might be tough, but keep at it, guys.
Oh my God!
Something like that.
It's inspirational, honestly. I want to play it now after reading that. Well, after reading that, I want to play it more than your review. To be honest, that person gave me hope.
You didn't even read my review because you don't read anything more than a paragraph. Okay. Anyway, Ryan Incredible Games is on a boat this week. We don't know what the guy's doing. He's sending us pins in the middle of nowhere, like in the woods on Discord. Like here I am with a pin in the middle, like Nova Scotia. I'm like, this guy need a rescue or something? We don't know where Ryan is. He's on a boat. He's posting photos of a boat. We see water. We see trees. The guy's on vacation more than I can't think of a good person.
His coordinates, though. Send a drone out there.
His coordinates get a drone out to him. Yeah, he's showering in the wilderness. Yes, Krell. I don't know what the guy is doing. He's always on vacation, this guy. But yeah, he'll be back next week to talk about Dustbloods and COD. So now there's some
indie rogue slop.
There's going to be there has to be some indie rogue slop, of course. Pixel slop from Ryan. What do we want to talk about here to open up with news? There's been GTA leaks. The GTA leaks are big. Okay. So there's a lot of fake leaks, by the way. Yes, of course. AI people.
You got to be careful because some of the leak videos are like GTA 5 with mods, right? That people, and some of them, they look believable. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't trust anything right now. I don't know if I've seen real stuff or not, Michelle.
Yeah, I mean, with new Minimax and other shit that's just come out, everybody and their mom is making AI videos that look real. So we don't know.
Yeah.
But apparently there's been rumors now that confirmed 30 FPS, and that's upset some people. But I think
let's go back to the leak thing, okay? Because this group that is doing the leak, they're basically saying the leaks will continue unless you comply to our demands.
Some Bitcoin or something? What's happening?
No, I'm scrolling
the
fast.
Physical, no dis, no buy.
Yes, yes, it is. That's it.
So it's angry physical people that are hacking
I'm
them?
quickly scrolling through our news trying to find it. Okay.
I don't think they're going to create physical discs for GTA just to prevent game footage leaked. I don't know. I'm going to go out on a limb
is this
here.
in fucking Spanish? All right. So they... So the group's called CyberLeak, by the way, and they're basically... They have a list of demands, and they're basically saying that physical, obviously, that... I'll paraphrase it, okay? Yeah. Basically, they're saying, listen, fuckers, if it's digital, no pre-orders. You cannot do pre-orders if it's digital. No, the reason
Who the
that
fuck
physical...
are you to tell them what to do? And the old people that pre-ordered
the logic is this, okay? If it's physical, that means there's a finite amount of items, okay? Yes, you should do pre-orders, okay? Right? If it's digital... It's infinite. Well, there's no need
tip,
for
guys.
pre-orders.
If they opened up just digital purchases on day one, it would crash their servers, your servers. Nobody would get to play. Nobody would get to purchase.
You still have to download it.
Credit card things would fail. This is a drip. Like millions of people pre-ordered this game. They can't just do that day one.
With that rationale, Michelle. I mean,
come on.
I could get behind that a little bit. But, but I do also on the flip side understand.
No,
I said it on the podcast here myself. Why am I giving them my money now?
But that's a choice for you as a consumer to pre-order or not. Right. Telling them you must not accept pre-orders is really stupid because it will crash their system. It's going to fuck everybody trying to pre-order. And it's not going to happen. Let the leaks fly. Okay, let's see inside the lead character's butthole. Who cares at this point? It's coming on
leak
Netflix
the fuck out of it.
Leak it all. Let it leak. We know what the game is. It's fucking Grand Theft Auto. There's no secret here.
Well, that's the thing. All the leaked photos look like... Yeah. Oh, Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, this is okay. Is there really a big spoiler in the story? We find out that she's a tranny and has a
spoiler?
Cock. Who cares?
The guy's got lisp or something that we didn't know about.
Lisp. Like he was abused as a child. His dad was an alcoholic. What's the
so
big
the commandments
thing
are described on CyberGeek's website at length, but they primarily concern recent business decisions by Grand Theft Auto 6 publisher Take-Two. Right. Thou shalt not sell digital pre-orders is the first edict they have. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Thou shalt not sell fake single-player DLC. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're saying that, if it's in the game at launch, and we said this years ago, Michelle, when they started doing this shit.
Yeah.
Like, where you have a game on you buy a disc, you put it in, the content's all there, but something requires money at that time to unlock what's on the disc, other stuff,
But why do they get to decide what the company does and do not?
Thou shalt preserve single-player content. Talking about if things go offline or whatever, that you have that forever.
Right. And their thing that they're holding over their head is a leak. It's not like we have photos of you and like this woman in the
I don't
Bahamas.
know. So these hackers are saying
they got nothing. What are you leaking?
So these
guys?
hackers are saying that. By the way, their tagline is "We're fighting for gamers' rights." Okay, and they're saying that these new rules that we have here apply to all game companies, and if you don't adhere to these, you will be the next target after Take-Two.
Yeah, I'm not pro anarchy.
Behave or be the next target.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm not either. But
I feel like let us decide what we want to do. We can pre-order.
Well, the marketplace should ultimately decide.
Exactly. I feel like it's just.
Yeah.
They're not going to negotiate anyway with them. And this whole no dis, no buy isn't going away. Like all of the Phantom Blade Zero or whatever, like
No,
Sony stuff had like nasty comments under it, and like Wolverine is getting shit on because it looks really bad, but it's really the no diss, no buy people.
Listen, I have to tell you, I've never been on board with Wolverine, okay? And that game is getting fucking trashed. And
yes, but the only reason it's getting trashed is
it's
because
slop.
They keep posting photos of the women who work at the company, which, guys, we don't even know if they're designing the game. It could be an HR.
I know, but I'm talking about the gameplay.
Yeah,
okay?
But it's the same 3 tricks they pull out every time. This female character in the game is ugly. Oh, I see why. It's because women work at the company. And guess what? It's slop and they're woke. Like, that may be true, but
I'm not talking about any of that stuff, though,
right, but this is what they're saying. And it's if you keep digging on these people, they're very angry, no diss, no buy people right now. Everything Sony does has no diss, no buy people behind it.
I've been telling you guys, Sony's fucking dead for how many years?
For me, I have no interest in Wolverine because it looks linear as fuck, and I don't like linear things.
It looks stupid. Yeah, well, that's the stuff I'm seeing, Michelle, where a guy has a controller and he's just pressing forward.
Yeah, but
and
that's
he's
all
playing
Sony
the
games.
game.
There's a lot of Sony games like that. Some people are going to love them. I guarantee Matt Bradford's going to love this. This is what Sony does. It's going to be great for some people. And
but how about this? GameSpot comes out with an article that says Marvel's Wolverine is another victim of the internet's endless gaming negativity.
Yeah,
it's always our fault, by the way. It's always the gamer's fault. You ever notice this? Like, it's not the games.
Yeah, but there is some truth to that too, John. Like,
I
I've
know
never
there is,
seen such negativity around gaming. This is from Windows Central. Is gaming discourse more negative than ever? And if so, whose fault is it? They're blaming this, they're blaming that. It's become something where people don't play games. They just want to make fun of games and gaming news. These are
Michelle,
gaming
it is
tourists.
the yellow paint people. It's the yellow paint people.
It's not just the yellow paint people. It's
the yellow paint. But every game's become the yellow paint game. Do you not get it? Like, everything is so dumbed down now.
Don't play them. Play something else. Like,
but we but we cover the mainstream games. Wolverine's a mainstream game.
Like, Wolverine, I don't really have an interest in it, even though I like Wolverine because it looks kind of hand-holding and linear. But I'm not there harassing the developers and making YouTube videos about why it's so shitty.
We don't do any of that either.
We aren't. But the internet is. The internet is fucking very negative with gaming right now.
But
You guys are
this game's
joyless
going
and
to
need
be
to leave
shit.
the fucking hobby at that point.
Did you see that one gameplay video where he's chasing a guy and the guy...
Right. So
and the guy has a massive red trail behind him because they think people are so stupid to follow the person you're chasing.
People are that stupid. Did I not just tell you that some of the complaints for Mortal Shell 2 are that they don't have yellow things?
Well, that's why I'm saying Lord of the Ring doesn't tell you jack shit.
People are that stupid.
Because it's from 2011 when people were smart.
Yeah. Society is getting dumber, but what are you going to do about it? I just feel like you can't just say, oh, it's the people blaming gamers. Like, there is something going on. But you can't
say it, though.
There is something more going on right now where people are farming and grifting for either toxic positivity or toxic I don't even like saying toxic negativity. Just negativity, because I get it. I'm a negative person. I make fun of shit. Don't get me wrong. But there's 2 opposite horseshoe ends here of the toxically positive, obnoxious people that you stay away from. But then these people who all they do is talk about the drama, the negativity, how shit something is. They don't even seem like they have an interest in gaming or talking about the good games out there in the middle. And they're just farming basically a bunch of people sitting around watching them making fun of shit. And I get that. I love making fun of shit. But there's something going on here and it's not Michelle, good for the hobby.
Okay, we've never mentioned once the Wolverine staff, who they are. Who populates the staff.
And look, I get it. It's a red flag sometimes.
We've been talking about how the game doesn't look good in all the trailers.
What these women are doing. Are they lead engineers or is that
trailers don't look good and they never look good. And they never look good
to somebody.
You have no agency when you play it.
We do have some middle of the road people. I think we call them Canadians, Jedi. Ryan and Matt are middle of the road people. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I find myself that, and it's hard to avoid. You can try to avoid it. But look, I'm on X sometimes for the show. I'm poking around. I'm not a social media person, but what is being promoted and pushed in your face and what's getting a response from people are the extreme ends. And generally right now, a lot of it is how bad something is and look how shitty this is. And, it does seem weird that the number one thing we're talking about, like when Asha visited Bethesda, we were talking about the rats that they put out instead of talking about what did she see on that Elder Scrolls trailer or footage or whatever.
All we talked about was the people got laid off, and every one of them had a flag representing a person that was laid off, as if they were just like World War II.
So let me be clear: I hate both idiots on both sides of the extreme here. I don't want to hear about who got laid off and how we should attack Asha over it, or the layoff people that cry, or the Jason Schreier fucking idiots. But I also am getting a little sick of the people where it's just all they cover is the drama around it. Like every game that comes out, there has to be drama around it. There has to be a problem around it. There has to be an issue instead of just saying this game is bad because of this.
This is why, Michelle.
Yeah.
The shadow drop will become the norm.
Can't shadow drop Wolverine.
Sure you can. If Apple can shadow drop a fucking iPhone.
Look, a lot of this is some of the no disc, no buy people. They want Sony to fail now. And everything Sony does or talks about has those people under it. And these people, these no disc, no buy people, I don't know if half are bots, grifters, they're not even gamers. How obsessed are you? How bad and sad is your life if every day your mission is to post no disc, no buy and talk about this shit? Guys, get out of the hobby. Go do something that brings you joy in life. I'm here talking about games every week because I fucking love video games. I've been gaming since I was a child. John made a song about it. If you're one of these fucking weirdos, go do something you like.
No disc, no buy.
Yeah.
What's John's point, old school?
The shadow drop.
I still don't know. Shadow drop?
Yeah.
I don't think that matters or changes anything.
Well, it does, because if Wolverine was shadow dropped, there would be no bad press leading up to it.
But there would be when it releases. Someone would go,
I know,
look at
but
this
at
shit,
that
don't
point,
buy
everyone
this
already
garbage.
bought the fucking game, and it doesn't have the taint, right?
Yeah, I mean, to close this out.
Yeah.
So there was a guy who worked for Square Enix in their financial department and marketing and all that shit. And he says Sony moving away from PlayStation Disc could eventually lead to cheaper games on the PlayStation Store, according to Square Enix director of business development. Competition between publishers is what drives pricing pressure and competition between digital stores. So he's saying that publishers set the prices of games. If there's one digital place to get PlayStation games now, publishers are going to have to compete for your attention there, and it's up to them to price things cheaper. Sony is not forcing publishers to price their games more on their digital store. So he says eventually you may see sales and dynamic pricing similar to Steam. Yes, he's saying, I mean, this is a guy who worked at Square Enix, and I'm assuming he knows more about it than I do. Will this happen? Who knows? But, you know, the reality is it's not changing. It's not going away.
Well, how about this, though, Michelle?
Yeah.
Starting this weekend, August 23rd, there's a group of gamer activists, we'll call them.
Oh my God.
They're organizing a PlayStation blackout.
Yeah, see, this isn't, you're expecting to get more people that want to make video games and be in this industry that are talented. You expect people to want to work and do this sort of shit?
From Sunday, August 23rd until Sunday, August 30th, players can participate by turning off their consoles or logging out for 7 days.
I just don't like this activism culture.
We feel that this period gives publishers and developers minimal impact while still giving players a voice. Okay?
Your voice is don't buy the next PlayStation. If you really don't like it, you want to go all digital on PC, what are your options? Go buy a Switch, I guess. Enjoy your
this
carts.
group is saying, this PS Blackout, hashtag PS Blackout, they're saying for several years now, Sony Interactive Entertainment has continued to grow further apart from its fan base. Whether it's closing beloved studios like Blue...
you know what? These guys and girls have grown out of touch from the fan base. They are the loud minority of people who are demanding only digital or only physical games. The masses have already spoken, guys. Sony's not out of touch with them. They're in touch because they saw the majority of sales were digital, and that's what people wanted.
By the way, who's Blue Point? What did they make?
I don't know. Sounds familiar. I think that people are really out of touch with what the average gamer wants.
Oh, they made a live service. Oh, they made Metal Gear Solid HD. Oh, they did a bunch of remakes and shit.
Kalani says the world's turning into idiocracy. I agree.
Okay, it is. Everything's Orwellian too. So, but anyway, so.
I mean,
okay, so
it's really not. Like, if you guys don't, nobody's forcing you to buy a PlayStation.
They closed beloved studios like Blueprint. And by the way, I had to Google who they were. They made a lot of remakes.
Did they make Demon Souls?
They made remakes.
Okay. No,
Shadow of the Colossus remake.
Souls to PS5.
They made Demon Souls remake.
Yes, I know. And I was excited. I know, but it was a really good game on PS4.
Okay,
and I was hoping
but
you were going to do Bloodborne
beloved studio?
For PC.
That sounds like a third-tier studio that gets little side projects, though.
I mean, I think it's sad they got rid of them, but that's because Sony's stepping away from bringing their games to PC and remaking them.
They pursued a misguided live service strategy, canceling fan events. I just
don't need to know everything going on at PlayStation.
They're leaving PSVR 2 to die, or being completely out of touch with the
PSVR 2 to die. Nobody
wants it. It's shit.
You morons. Nobody
VR
wants it.
is fucking dead. We've been saying that too, by the way, for years. PlayStation has never felt more disconnected from its community. Any physical discs in 2028 feels like the last straw. We understand there is only so much Sony can control, but with the decisions that are within the control, the company continues to mismanage the strong position it inherited from the PS4 era.
I do think it was a mistake to close that studio. everybody wanted the Bloodborne remake, them to do it because they did such a good job with Demon Souls. I agree with the chatters. Yes. But however, the people have spoken with PlayStation VR 2. The people have spoken with more digital sales. The people have spoken with GTA pre-orders. The people like holding them hostage and stomping your foot and signing offline and trying to take down their service and DDoSing them and whatever people want to do and no dis, no buy tags every day. I just can't believe people are this passionate about things they're not engaged in or doing. Like, if it's not like, I don't know, I don't spend this much time with something I don't like or want to be a part of. And they are talking about it every day.
Yeah,
I really think they need to do something and just shut the fuck up because there's more negativity than ever, John. We've been doing this a long time. And this is coming from a negative person like me that loves making fun of stuff. I made a career off it. I wrote a book called Dear Asshole. I had sites where I made fun of shit. This is not me saying, oh, everybody be toxically positive. It's saying something is going on now where what is rising to the top, what is getting attention, what is getting clicks, is where's the next fucking thing we can shit on? What can we cancel? What can we shut down? What can we because I've been seeing these no dis, no buy people going, we gotta make GTA fail. We gotta figure out how to make this fail. Like, you're not gonna do it. You know what you could do though? You could change your life. The things you do every day have more of an impact on your happiness than whatever you're gonna do with GTA. So take a step in the right direction there, and let's move on from no disc, no fucking.
All right, let's move on. All right,
please.
We are starting to beat these topics to death, but I wanted to bring up.
We are bringing you the news of what's happening, and it's just it's
unavoidable.
obnoxious. Yeah.
So I want to talk about Fire Emblem because you pre-ordered that already, didn't you?
Yeah,
Fire
I did.
Emblem
I pre-ordered digital, guys. Careful.
When does that come out?
Upset anybody?
When does that come out? Okay. Now I'm bringing this article to your attention. This article is for you. Okay.
All right.
He's saying don't sleep on Fire Emblem's
I stopped listening. You said he opened up don't sleep.
Mouse controls. Don't sleep on the mouse controls.
All right.
I want you to play this with the mouse.
I guess I better have my sister 3D print me a mouse house because I don't know if I can.
Believe it or not, this guy says it's become my favorite way to play.
Oh.
Yeah, this Dom guy, Pepiot.
This guy got it early. Why isn't he getting
Yeah,
threats?
That's a good point.
Yeah, nobody cares.
How boy
girl.
get?
Why girl get game? Always girl get game. There's a lot of people in Brazil mad at me right now. Also, Kingdom Hearts is getting a Disney Plus animated series, which I thought was interesting, and they released like some of the remasters of the old games I saw. So that's been a big topic. I think Kingdom Hearts had like an event that went on.
How about Sony making PC speakers?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about that before, how they got out of PC gaming, well, single player, but they're making monitors, speakers, PC peripherals.
I kind of want these for some weird reason.
Oh.
What? You think they're good?
Probably not. I don't like buying, I don't know.
Like
I want to buy like a good brand. It's like buying a gaming headset. Like, these are Razer headphones. Why didn't you get Sennheisers? Like, what are these speakers? Are they gamer Sony speakers?
Michelle, Sony makes good quality speakers. What are you talking about?
All right.
That's what they do.
I've never owned a Sony music device, so.
What? You didn't have a Walkman?
Because they made a good Walkman in '96. That means they
made good stereos. That in the 80s, 90s, they were legit stereo manufacturer.
Okay.
And TVs. The PlayStation thing that didn't happen.
I've just never heard of it. Like, you really got it. I love these Sony speakers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Get them.
Yeah. Well, Sony headphones. Yes, my Sony reference headphones down here for recording.
That's why I asked, are they like Sony gamer speakers or something? Like, are they like branded?
They're PlayStation branded.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
They're the Pulse Elevate wireless speakers. Okay. And they revealed this during the State of Play, where everybody was flooding the chat with no disc, no buy. Okay.
Yeah. Sony might be legit for audio homeless, but are PlayStation speakers legit for homeless?
Yeah.
That's why I specifically said people that are like, I've got Razer headphones. Like, Sony as a brand is different than PlayStation as a brand to me in my head. You're marketing PlayStation speakers.
Pulse Elevate. Well, because these are for gamers, right? Remember they had the monitor with the charging thing and all that. You know, the PlayStation monitor. You and I have talked about this before.
Yeah.
Sony obviously realizes that PC is important to them long term.
They said
even
more
though
people play on the monitor than TV.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if that's true.
But they're also releasing PlayStation games on Steam. I know that's diminishing, but they are or have.
Yeah.
So anyway, these are immersive next level gaming audio speakers.
Okay.
They're wireless. I don't know why you'd want them to
Why
be wireless.
would you want wireless?
I know. They exceptional lifelike audio, low latency, and lossless PlayStation Link wireless connectivity. Now, I always think back about this because around the turn of the century,
Why do you keep saying that?
I know. When I had my Sound Blaster card in my PC,
Oh, yeah.
I had 5.1 surround sound on my PC.
I still have a Sound Blaster card. I know you don't need
but
to have
but why don't I have that anymore? I had 5.1 surround on my PC when I was playing Counter-Strike. I could hear footsteps walking behind me and shit. Like I knew when someone was behind me.
So
Yeah. I'm a headphone person only when I'm playing with Matt.
I need it in my ears. And yeah, I need to hear the people I'm talking to too.
Yeah.
What else here? Yeah.
But these are like 2.0 speakers. Meaning no
PlayStation boss again said more talk about that. We don't want to get into it, but people were quoting him. He's like, yeah, this is the way it is. It's fine. About the digital.
I know.
Well,
everyone's just saying like, yeah, the numbers don't lie. We sell fine. We're done.
We're going to be fine. We're not going out of business, guys. You can't threaten us with your whatever they're threatening.
But you have the PlayStation blackout, whatever the fuck it is, happening this weekend.
What's that going to do? I don't
know what it's going to do.
You guys get back to me. Let me know how that works.
Who's doing that, by the way?
12 people.
And then what do you do? Okay, so all right, so I'm going to unplug my PlayStation from the wall.
Okay.
And then do what? Just for a week? Just go.
Maybe it's good for you guys. You got out for the weekend, go to the beach, talk to your girlfriend.
Right.
Maybe it's good.
But I unplug it, and then so now do I have to go online to brag that I unplugged it? Like what's the payoff?
You unplugged your PlayStation, but now you have to get your cell phone out because they hate everything and they hate AI, but they love their phones that have AI in them.
Right.
And that were made with slave labor. So they're very, they're activism, but they're pick and choose. I think these people should go live in the woods. Okay. I'm going to say it again. Go live in the fucking woods. If you don't like how things are being done, start your own island even.
I know. And they hate gasoline engines, and also despise Tesla.
And
so
I say it to the people who hate men. Go start your own island without them. We'll see how you do. Go to an island. Start your no dis no buy physical island.
Yeah, you're gonna be on an island with everything's broken and no one can fix anything.
And you're gonna be with the most obnoxious people too, because these no dis no buy people won't shut the fuck up. All right. Well, I'll be on the fun island. Okay. We're in the cloud. We're having a good time. We're playing games that we enjoy. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still seeing stuff about these GTA leaks. I don't see what the big deal is because it just looks like Grand Theft Auto footage, like you said.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't get this threat here.
Show me something unique. Like maybe there's
I saw her walking with her ass. That's what I saw at a beach. She's on a surfboard. All right, looks like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
What are we seeing here?
I don't know. I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah. I don't think this is going to make them withdraw the millions of GTA pre-orders. But yeah, no, that's next week on Netflix.
That is. And so I logged into Netflix today when I got home. And there's a big splash screen now for GTA, which,
for the 3 hours.
I mean, I think I actually really like the idea, because YouTube kind of has a monopoly on these type of releases,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's cool. It's coming out a few hours later. We'll check it out. We'll talk about it. I don't think it's a big deal. I just opened up.
I think it's a big deal.
I avoid Reddit. It's usually retards like the rest of the internet, but I just went to Our Gaming News. I was curious what the top story was to talk about. Yeah. And it's talking about how Bethesda, ZeniMax, and id Software employees held a rally today. It's the top post, and it's people standing outside in red shirts holding signs. Like, this is the problem with gaming right now. We're talking too much about why was this upvoted? Like, they had their rally, but the fact that people are upvoting this and on Reddit and want people to see this and talk about this.
But it's
this
Reddit.
Is what that generation likes and wants. Reddit's been taken over by freaks. At least the freaks of my generation weren't this obnoxious. No. We were talking about fun things. We had Tub Girl.
When Reddit started, it was kind of cool. Now,
now it's like a freak fest.
Yeah.
And I don't understand, why is this the top of all the gaming news? It's that Bethesda workers had a rally.
You're in Our Gaming?
Our Gaming News.
Oh, Our Gaming News?
Yeah. Then Star Wars Zero Company. Look, I kind of want to try that game. It's a stack time, but I may check that out.
That stupid Star Wars racing game looks actually interesting to me now. I was kind of making fun of it initially. I kind of want to play that.
Yeah, you should. This is funny. It's incredibly difficult to support these potato machines. No rest for the Wicked director blasts Xbox Series S after fans demand 60 FPS. I mean, I like No Rest for the Wicked.
Machines.
It's coming out in 1.0 in October. I will revisit.
I'm looking at these images of that protest.
Yeah.
Like, what in the actual
Whenever
fuck?
someone says something obnoxious online, that's what they look like. Just remember those people. Yeah,
But like these people have signs that says like
Microsoft runs on corporate greed.
yeah, game devs equal good game. What does that mean, by the way? What sign is that?
They're saying, you know what would equal a good game? Not hiring freaks like you. But they don't want to pay them enough, so they're getting these freaks, and then they have to let them go because the game bombs.
Game devs equal good game. What?
This is just a bunch of ugly chicks and the dudes trying to bang them.
That's very relative, by the way. Shitty game devs do not equal good game.
Games
it's like,
need workers, not layoffs. Well, I just played a game by 30 people that was better than your shitty games that were made by 10,000. So maybe they don't need a lot of workers.
Listen, these people are like a nightmare staff meeting. It's all performative. They hate fucking games. Let's just be honest.
They culled these obnoxious people from their culture. I'm not shocked that people who think like this were probably the worst workers there, and why good workers don't want to work at these companies around this culture. They want to be left the fuck alone. Good developers don't want anybody bothering them. They want to fucking work and code, and they don't want to hear Susie and her fucking breast milk in the fridge and somebody stole it and all this other bullshit that goes on. These people are why gamers are shit. Look, I get that completely, but the fact that the internet, we as a whole, gamers, are upvoting this, and this is the top news story that gamers want us to read about, shows me that I'm really out of touch with 20-somethings, okay? Because their culture of this bullshit is they're on that side. I feel like we're in the minority now of people, John,
I know
don't want to hear about this. Everybody wants to hear about these layoffs and wants to hear about this bullshit and doesn't just, so that's why it's trending. That's why it's the horseshoe of both idiocracies of it's either this game is woke and bullshit because there's a gay flag, or this game sucks because they laid off the workers and there was crunch time. Where are the normal middle ground people who are gaming? I guess we're just gaming, but unfortunately these are the things we're seeing. Like, I don't give a shit about a protest at ZeniMax today.
No, it's
with a bunch of people apparently with hammer and sickle shirts, Yeah,
I know.
So, there's a bunch of freaks that I don't care about, and I want to know about gaming, and I closed gaming news because that's not gaming news. That's like freak watch.
All right, here's some fun gaming news.
Good. What do you got?
I might do this. I don't think I have time, though. Maybe. Okay. I don't know. So Nintendo did something over the summer called the Donkey Kong Challenge.
Right.
Remember I talked about it?
Yep.
And so you basically can play little passages of all these different Donkey Kong games throughout time. From the original arcade to the Game Boy games to the NES games to the N64 games, all the way to Donkey Kong Bonanza. And it's little bite-sized challenges, and you go from 1 to 1 to 1. You have to own the games for some of them, or you have to have Switch Online for the other ones. Anyway, if you complete all the challenges, they will send you a pack of physical cards. I just like this.
Yeah.
Okay? You get
physical stuff from games, for sure.
Because when you complete a challenge on this, you get a virtual card, okay?
Right.
But if you do all of the challenges, they will send you a physical 39 card set with a custom card case. I want more stuff like this in my life.
Yeah.
I just do. I like it.
I
really do.
Buy them on eBay.
Well, this is probably going to be worth something, I think.
Yeah, I'm just saying, don't go out of your way to do all the challenges just for that. Like, you have to want to play and do the challenges, right? Like, it sounds like a lot of time and work.
Some of the challenges are kind of annoying. I mean, I'm not gonna, like, were you, I don't, there was like a minecart one. It's like, don't crash or whatever. Or, I don't remember. But like, some of the challenges I did several times, and there's a lot of challenges. I guess there's 39 of them.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I know.
That's a lot. IKEA and Xbox collaboration teaser.
Yeah, what is this?
The official reveal is scheduled for August 26th at Gamescom. Okay. Apparently, that's next week too. I forgot. Next Wednesday. Maybe we'll do a bonus show around that. Yeah,
about the IKEA reveal? Yeah.
No, about Gamescom. They're showing an Xbox pillow in a tire. It's like a sex swing. What is that?
That looks like a D-pad pillow or something. Like what?
Yeah.
What is,
I feel like somebody would hang their legs through there. Yeah, I want a John Amiibo. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's definitely some sort of pillow with an X in it. Xbox and IKEA. I guess they're saying 25th anniversary of Xbox.
Right.
So that it's going to be inspired.
I mean, IKEA does have gamer stuff. Like, actually, the underneath my PC is an IKEA PC like stand with wheels. So I can roll it around.
Right.
Like, you know, they have a whole gamer thing going on at IKEA. I guess I could see it. IKEA doesn't usually have branded stuff, right?
Yeah. I don't know how.
But what about the McDonald's rewards too for like Halo and shit?
Oh,
that's just.
Is that in America? McDonald's.
It's just
rewards?
not. It's UK and Ireland.
Yeah, I don't.
But we have listeners there, you know.
We do.
McDonald's is partnering with Xbox to offer in-game rewards for the console brand's 6 most recognizable game franchises, including Halo, Fallout, Forza, and World of Warcraft. I like stuff like this.
If you're listening and you're in the UK, check it out. We don't get anything cool at our McDonald's.
No, we have like Hello Kitty Godzilla shit or something right now, isn't there?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about this Saber Interactive thing again either. A crazy person made some bullshit up. More crap. Not a gameplay demo announced for Gamescom opening night. That's one of the ones you were interested in, John.
I'm sorry, say that again?
ANANTA, Anata. That's like that cyberpunk open world kind of anime game. So there's going to be a demo at Gamescom. Hopefully they'll just throw it out there for everybody.
Now, I heard a rumor that, again, this is a rumor.
Yeah.
That Rise, they're doing a Rise Son of Rome 2 announcement.
Ooh. Well, just don't have it look worse than the first one, because I went back and recently played that game again for Italy
I did too.
Show, and it looks so good. And it was still fun. That game, we talked about that when I reviewed it a few months or years back.
Yeah.
How it got shit on. It was an Xbox exclusive title. People shit on it for no reason. But it's still a fun pickup. Like sometimes Steam has it on sale for like 99 cents. And that opening scene on the bridge,
I know.
Rise Son of Rome, is really good.
It is.
I would love to see a second one.
Yeah. So I saw that as a rumor. I saw 2 things. That is the so I saw a rumor first that said that one of Microsoft's IP, dead IPs, is being developed as a sequel with a non-Microsoft studio. That's the first rumor I saw.
If they need their own God of War and they need their own over-the-shoulder Souls-like / whatever you want to call it, you know, that's a good place to go to. And Greco-Roman stuff is having the Odyssey, you know, and everything now is all about it. So
when I heard that initial rumor, though, that it's a Microsoft-owned IP,
Wolverine does not have more gameplay than Rise.
Being developed by a studio that Microsoft doesn't own, I instantly thought about Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, it must be Banjo.
God. Nobody wants to play that.
But then I saw today that the rumor is it's Rise Son of Rome 2. So we'll see.
Yeah, but they better open it up, though. It was a little linear on pathy and stuff, like from what I played. I only played like the first maybe 2 hours. But it was epic and it looks so good. It was. But there's potential. Like, give me an open world, I'm in Rome type shit. It
does check off like a God of War type box for them.
Exactly. But they can't do the same thing they did there, even though Sony's doing it with linear pathing and hallways and shit. But I think that IP has potential to be like an Assassin's Creed style game, except not as handholdy and formulaic, as you say, John.
Right.
You know, I don't like that personally. If you can get an open world game that doesn't feel formulaic, like Mortal Shell 2, I'm in. And I feel like even Elden Ring did that because they aren't hand-holding you and telling you where to go and what to do. You're just exploring and adventuring. Zelda does that very well. Breath of the Wild 1 and 2 even, you know? I think we need more games like that. I would like to see them do that with Rise Son of Rome 2 and not just like, here's an Assassin's Creed copy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd be into it.
I feel like the Assassin's... I wouldn't want it to be Assassin's Creed, though.
That's what I'm saying. They need it to be...
I wouldn't want it to be that.
No. Like, you used to call them GTA clones, John. You know what I mean? Like, that's...
Yeah, it's a map with objectives.
It gives open world stuff a bad name when some of the best stuff is open world stuff that doesn't hold your hand. Like Zelda, Elden Ring, or Shell. Most Souls games in general definitely don't. But I feel like that's still a rumor. And... I do think it makes more sense, though, than like Banjo-Kazooie. I don't think people are going for this wacky stuff anymore like that, especially on Xbox, John. Like,
you don't think...
I don't think anyone would play Banjo-Kazooie.
But
I think Nintendo could make it and put it out.
Astrobot won Game of the Year, though, so maybe you're wrong.
You think Banjo-Kazooie could be Astrobot?
If it was good, sure. I mean, that's a 3D platformer mascot. That's Microsoft's mascot, right?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? In the right hands? That developer that does the Crash Bandicoot game wanted to do it. They were begging Microsoft.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a bomb. I think it's DOA.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, Phantom Blade Zero gameplay and story deep dive came out. That looks cool. It's coming in October. They delayed it, but like I said, it was all negative, nasty disc people under it. But check that footage out if you haven't watched.
Here's an article from Polygon.
Polygon? Is that a nice Irish guy?
These are the top 12 biggest video game flops of all time.
Concord.
Right? These are from Polygon, okay?
But Polygon's not going to give us the truth.
I know. Let's go through this quickly, okay?
Wukong, because the developer was anti-woman.
Just wait.
Is it on there?
Just please let me. Let's be surprised together, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Number 12, Lord of the Rings Gollum. I agree. That was stupid.
It was terrible. Unfortunately,
that was bad.
The studio went out of business after, and they gave us a key, and I shit on it.
Number 11, Babylon's Fall. Did you play that? I didn't play that. Did we play that?
I think I did.
Okay, that's the number 11.
Yeah.
Number 10, Immortals of Avium.
Yeah, I played that too. It was terrible.
Number 9, Too Human. That's a long time ago. I thought that was...
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Wasn't that good?
Don't remember.
Number 8, Callisto Protocol.
Yeah.
Protocol.
Not good.
Number 7, Forspoken.
Yeah, not good.
Number 6, Anthem. Oh, God, that was shit.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that was going to be such a big fucking game when that... Like, the way they were talking about that shit?
Yeah.
Like, what happened? That was BioWare. It was going to be like the next Mass Effect, right?
Yep.
Number 5, Marvel's Avengers. Number 4, Redfall.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3, E.T.
Well.
That's an Atari 2600 game that I'm guessing some Polygon writers heard about somewhere from their dad or something.
Burying in the desert. With yeah, I know all the story. Yep.
Number 2, Skull and Bones.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the first quadruple A game.
Yep. You're right, Michelle. That's what it says in the article.
Yeah, I knew. I know these people's lines before they give them. Now, where's
number
Concord?
Number one is Concord.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see that. What's going on with Jade Raymond's game, Fair Games or whatever, too? Was that canceled and shut down by Sony?
I thought it was.
Yeah. That was also about to be a huge flop. It was like 8 years and hundreds of millions.
Oh, no.
It's still coming? That's going to...
It says that Fair Game has not been canceled.
Yeah.
It's a multiplayer heist shooter.
Yeah. I don't know how that's going to do. I mean, that's one of the ones that's going to launch on Steam and PlayStation same day, but I don't think it's going to do
That's a weird
well.
game. I didn't know if that was a... Or did I know that? It was a heist shooter? It looks stupid, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not out yet, but I feel like that's the next flop, but we'll see. I'm sure it will be now because of No Dis, No Buy people.
Oh, yeah. I remember these characters now. Yeah, there's no fucking way this game is going to be doing well.
Yeah, it does look like Concord 2.0. Does not look very good. Yeah, I don't know. DSX Epic Mickey creator Warren Spector retires from game development.
Yeah, I saw that
40
today.
Years. Is he a John guy?
He is a John guy.
Okay. What do you think?
Well, did you see what he said?
No, what did he say?
He said it's just not fun anymore to make games.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what he said. He said it's not fun. It's just not fun anymore. Okay? Mm-hmm. And this guy made the original Deus Ex, which is one of my favorite games of all fucking time.
And I bet while he was making that, it was him and some dudes living on pizza, working all day and night, crunching, and they didn't have to deal with bullshit. And
exactly,
the passionate people aren't doing it anymore.
Listen, these guys back then, in the late 90s or early 2000s. They were in a vacuum, in a bubble. They had no outside influence. They just did what they thought was right and what they thought was cool, right?
Right.
And then they just
didn't have to deal with this bullshit.
Yeah, and they just put it out in the world, and that's all that the gaming was in the beginning. Okay, and then games got to the point where, wow, those guys in that vacuum made a shit ton of money. Let's we got to scale this up so we can make a shit ton times 2, right? And now we got to hire an HR person.
Yep.
Now we got to have, an art director and all these things and all these people in the room. And now
manager, because these no dis no buy people.
Yeah, and now there's the internet, and we got forums and then Reddit and all that shit, and then
we need
Discord
a Discord set up. Yeah, Discord is where everything is happening.
So now the community's yelling at the community manager. The community manager's going in the meeting and saying, "Hey guys, we have a real problem because this because the screenshot you guys released, showed too much cleavage, and we probably should get rid of the cleavage, okay?" And they're like, "Oh fuck, all right, let's get rid of the cleavage. I guess we gotta get rid of the cleavage, okay? Cleavage is gone."
And then the other people come in and say, "You made this bitch ugly. What happened to her cleavage?
Or
Why she got a man
I can't
jaw?"
relate to she's too beautiful. The woman, I can't relate to her. It's unobtainable beauty. It's part of the patriarchy. You're just who are you satisfying?
Yep.
That's what happened, okay? And Warren Spector's saying, it was just me and 3 dudes in a room, and we just made a game we thought was cool and put it out.
That's still going on. Some of the best games are made by just small teams of passionate people now. So he sounds like he needs to move on. Here's like a Taco article, and
but he made Deus Ex and System Shock
creators of Big Walk
and Thief, Michelle.
Break down the Game of the Year contenders development puzzle and stunning ending. I haven't played this game. I have no interest too.
Which game?
The Big Walk. I'm tired of hearing it's Game of the Year.
I know.
Though.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, I don't feel like this friend slop game can be Game of the Year. Let it be a co-op Game of the Year. Let it be some kind of.
I have to say, as someone that doesn't play a lot of co-op, I'm sick of seeing co-op games.
Well, that's what everybody wants now. They don't want it, we talked about this before, but they don't want a multiplayer and verse each other. They just want to play these friend slop game with their friends. That's what's really popular. So, I mean, this one does look interesting. I just don't like the art on it, and
I don't understand what the little creatures are. Like, what
you're just
are
roaming
they?
around like a campsite. One of the
birds?
reviews that was top was like, I played this with my 76-year-old mother and we had a blast. I don't know. If a 76-year-old person can play my game, I don't want to play it. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
It's ageist. But
if she can't play Shoot House on
TOD. I think it's a good sign if your grandma can't play the game you like. If grandma can play, you probably shouldn't be playing that.
Yeah.
And not that we don't love grandma, but I don't want grandma to be as good as games I am. All right, I think we're going to get out of here. It was a fun show. Remember, if you do want to support Video Game Outsiders, you should come on down to our website. You can get weekly bonus shows every week and the 21-year back catalog. And it's only $4.99 a month. So you get back catalog, weekly bonus shows, keep VGO ad-free. You support us and you get extra stuff. You can listen in your player of choice on Spotify or Apple or Google or whatever. You can also support us in Discord or here on Twitch at twitch.tv/John and Michelle, free with Amazon Prime. And I think that's it.
That's right. And listen, this is really important.
I know what you're going to say. It's not important.
Michelle
say, go to
wrote
Steam,
a
find
masterpiece of a review. This review, people are talking about it.
This review has really struck a nerve, okay? It struck a nerve. I
want you to go to the Mortal Shell 2 page.
I had to turn comments off my profile, okay?
Find her review.
Yeah.
Give her awards. Upvote it. Do all those things.
Right. You show these people whose boss. It's
don't
VGO.
DM her, though. Just do that.
Our listeners are fine. It's these other people that are very interesting. Anyway, I think that's it. Come to videogameoutsiders.com, join Discord, check out loaded.com to save money on games, and I think that's it.
All right. We'll see you very soon. Video Game Outsiders, out.